Hi everyone, this is Karina Fadini, and I am a language teacher and also a language researcher here in the state of Espírito Santo. And unfortunately, I'm not in person with you now, but I will be virtually to be talking about technology. We are going to use technology to talk about digital trends in second language teaching and learning. So I hope you find this presentation interesting and very useful for your educational practice. And if you have any doubts, comments, or anything, feel free to contact me at the address you have below, which is kfadini@gmail.com. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Well, just to be short and talk a little about the postmodern school needs we have nowadays, and also about the context we are involved in, the things we must remember the most during our time in class now is that we need innovation, multidirectional interaction networks, collaborative construction, digital and social inclusion, and teacher engagement, which I might say would be the most important point during this presentation and during the work I believe in as I'm presenting to you now. Oh look, here I am again. Sorry about the pictures, guys. So on the slides that follow, you will see some digital tools that can be used as extra resources for teaching and for learning any additional language. So I'll give you one tool as an example, and I will explain about it, and you will see that they have different purposes. But then I'm going to give you more extra tools, which might be interesting for you, but I'm going to give you only the names because we don't have time to analyze all of them. And you might know that if you search for them on the internet, you'll see many others. So check if you already know the ones I'm going to talk about, or take notes or pictures or whatever to search more about them later, okay? Just remember to keep engaged. So the first tool I'm going to talk about is actually two, because it has two versions, one for students and one for the teacher, and it is very good for warm-up activities. It is called Socrative. So both versions have to be used integrated, and then you can create real-time questions, quizzes, polls, group competitions, assessment games, and then if you're assessing your students, if you're evaluating them, you can have a visual of the results right now at the same time you're using them. So instantly you have the grade, and then you can use also the results to talk to your students about their opinions, their beliefs, and things like that. On the following slide, you're going to see the layout it has, so you can create a quiz and ask your students to access through their phone, their app, the Student Socrative, and then they can answer to the questions you have for them. And then you are going to have instant results, and you're going to be able to see who likes something the most or who likes less something, and then you can have a warm-up. Now I'll give you some time to check other web tools for warm-up activities. Well, next tool is Deagle. It is mostly used for reading practice, but not only for that, and it is a cloud-based personal information management system which can be used to select, to highlight, to have keynotes and screenshots. And you can access them in your personal computer, tablet, mobile, which can be a good tool for collaborative work. But if you have to print the work you've done, it is going to be a down for you. So prefer to have the access online rather than printing them, okay? You have more information in the link on YouTube, and you have more tools for reading practice in the following slide. Oh, this is a special one. Voicethread is kind of a social media that could be used for speaking practice, and you can create a timeshare presentation in any form of digital media, which includes text, image, audio, voice record or video record, and you can share it, you can use to interact with other people, and then you can construct the presentation collaboratively. so students can literally have a voice. So I like it a lot. Unfortunately, it has the inability to allow multiple users to have access to the same account, but you can motivate your students to have an account, each one of them, and then they interact to each other. In the following slide, you're going to see more speaking practice tools. And this one you must be familiar with, which is the podcast. It is great for listening practice. It is very popular nowadays, and it is a program or an app as of music or talk, and it is made available in digital format for automatic download over the internet. You can also find vodcasts and videocasts, which are very similar to the podcast, and you need to pay attention to copyrighted material if you're going to use in class. Okay, and then you can also give your students with the opportunity to be producers and not only consumers of the audios, and help them create some audio too. So it is an excellent option for listening and reading transcriptions, for example, and you can find it easily in Spotify, for example, the app or the website, and you can use it for lots of activities, all kinds of activities. Guys, I strongly recommend you to check these other web tools for listening practice too. Now, if you like creative classes, you're going to love Pixton. It is usually, I use it for creative writing, to create comic strip and to get a variety of adjustments, but you need a login, okay? You need an account, as you need for other ones too. And Pixton has different versions. My favorite one is Pixton for School, which has teacher moderation. And you can also record voices when you're creating the comic strips. It allows lots of creativity. It's lots of fun. You should check this one and check more about it on YouTube too. Here you can see ways to make videos, to make comics, and to make rage, which is what we call memes. And there's lots of fun in only one slide here. Enjoy it. There are many web tools for collaborative work, and Padlet is very popular nowadays in many countries all over the world. And it is well known for being a notice board maker, or it is known as a wall creator, where you can share your ideas collaboratively. So you should take some time to check it online, as well as checking these other suggestions I'm giving you too. And finally, here you can find some food for thought. It's for you to think about it. Since we won't have the time for discussion, maybe you can discuss at the end of this conversation. And I have some questions for you. What is the issue in your teaching environment that could be resolved by using these or other digital technologies? One of them at least. Can this issue be resolved using technology? Could it be used without technology? How different would it be, the resolution of this issue? And does the integration of this technological tool change the nature of the activity or performance? And how so? Are there any steps or procedures that must be taken before including these tools? And what are the possible obstacles you would have to deal with when using these tools, and what are the ways to overcome them? So it's a lot to think, and these questions are for you to think before using them, okay? And here are some ups and downs for these tools. And for the ups, we have to remember that most of them allow progress check, which is great, and they're shareable and downloadable. They're very intuitive and innovative for the use in classrooms, and they're very accessible and for free, most of them at least. But we also have obstacles to overcome. The biggest one is the internet access. Not every school has it. And the control of content. We don't have control of the content the students are producing. And then I even question that. Is it even necessary to have control of the content? Another food for thought. And also we need some time. Actually, we have much time for planning and training, because not all the teachers are ready to use these tools. And plus we have some structural school limitations we usually have, right? So guys, here's the final thought. We don't lack options, we have plenty of it. But all we need is imagination and time to plan and time to train ourselves to use these tools and have the work done. So this is all for today, and here are some personal references I've written on these tools. Thank you very much for watching me, everybody, and let me know if you wanna add something. Just write for me in the contact I have given you. Gratitude to you all, and let's keep up the good work, people, because education really needs us, now more than ever. Have a good event, and see you next time. Bye-bye.